Well, the Georgia O'Keeffe Museum was an idea that really came from our founder Ann Marion and her husband John Marion. A lot of people think that the museum is really the galleries at 217 Johnson, but it's the research center, it's these historic properties, it's our education programs. And I like to say that the Georgia O'Keeffe Museum has global reach, but local impact. Really, the mission of the Georgia O'Keeffe Museum is not just to preserve and protect the artistic legacy of Georgia O'Keeffe, it's really to advance the artistic legacy of Georgia O'Keeffe. In 2001, the museum opened the Research Center where we are here today, and the Research Center not only has the library and archives, but it also has an active fellowship program where scholars from around the country come and spend time doing independent scholarship.
Some of my most supportive mentors and colleagues have come out of the Georgia O'Keeffe Museum. They've actually seen me evolve from a very green scholar to post-PhD world into a more professional role.
In addition to a lot of the public programs that we do with the public school system, the Boys and Girls Club, Girls Inc., a number of those partnerships, the highlight of that education program is our Art and Leadership program, which happens every summer.
It's a program that runs for both boys and girls, and what we do is we lead art activities, writing activities, life lessons that really are supposed to instill confidence in middle school age kids in the Santa Fe area. They're nominated by their art teachers, and they come to camp for 1 to 2 weeks and just do these activities, learn about Georgia O'Keeffe and her life. They get to see her home and studio, and it's really just neat that a whole new generation of kids can get inspired by her the way that I was.
I'm still amazed that with the galleries here in Santa Fe, we have about 160,000, 170,000 people every year. 85% come from outside of the state, so there's a huge influx of tourist dollars that are coming in to support not just the museum, but also the community.
It's such an iconic part of our community because she was such an icon. I mean, when you walk into the museum and you see her on the back of the motorcycle, you know, so many women and men too walk in there and are like, you know, as one of the girls said in our art and leadership program, she's kind of a rebel, and I think a lot of people love that and connect to her. And so, you know, the museum has really kind of made its own home here in Santa Fe.
This isn't just about Georgia O'Keeffe, but it's about New Mexico, and the fact that she spent a significant amount of her time here living, working, and interacting with the community, I think is really important. So I think this organization tries to emulate a lot of things that Georgia O'Keeffe did in terms of being innovative, creative, deliberate, intentional, and also giving back to the community. So I think that in some ways, as a single artist museum, we embody who she was as an artist and who she was as a person.